What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be breaking down the defensive All-22 film of the Miami Dolphins versus New England Patriots. This is mostly for Dolphins fans who kind of want to see what happened against the Patriots. Obviously, it seemed like we couldn't stop the run. So there's several things that I saw in the 22 film that'll help explain that a little bit more. Even if you just want to learn some football on the defensive side of things, this video will help you out. So for this game, I'm going to break down. First, we're going to watch the offensive run plays. So I broke it down to openers, third downs, and red zone. Openers that you can see here is their first and second down anywhere on the field besides the red zone and the black zone. And when I saw this tape, I saw a lot of interior gap integrity issues. So we were not maintaining our hat and our gap. And I'll explain that on the film once we see it. It's easier to see than me to explain it. There was a lot of missed assignments I saw, especially on the read option. It seemed that we weren't exactly ready for the read option, which kind of seems ridiculous against Cam Newton-led offense. But it just seems like our edge guys didn't know whether he was responsible for the dive in an inside zone read or the quarterback. There was no defined job for these guys. I mean, that's what it looks like on tape. And I'll show you guys a little bit what that looks like. We were out leveraged on a lot of the outside runs. This has a lot to do with the read option as well. So our edge defenders weren't staying square and shuffling down the line. Rather, they were turning their shoulders, opening up a big outside for Cam Newton. And I believe there was a couple jet sweeps that I saw in here too, and it was just out the gate. Some of the positives, though, some of the young defensive line did show some promise. They showed very good technique, especially Raekwon Davis. But there's definitely a lot of things that we need to improve on. All right, guys, so we're going to go to the first drive for the Patriots. As you can see here, it's an outside zone with the read option. All right, and it goes for 15 yards. And I'm going to try to buzz through this as fast as possible because there was a lot of mistakes and I pulled a lot of clips. Okay, this is one of those that I described in the PowerPoint that was an interior lineman gap integrity issue. Okay, you can argue that Kyle Van Noy out here isn't keeping his shoulder square to the line. Okay, and he's not shuffling down and playing both of these. Okay, so you could blame that on him, but the biggest blame should be on Emmanuel Ogbah here, free agent signing. Okay, he gets combo blocked by these two, and he gets tossed out the club. Now, I'll tell you what he could have done and what technique would help him not get tossed out the club. So right here, he needs to strike with firm hands on this guard, right? If he strikes this guard with firm hands, he's going to get them on opposite levels. Once you have them on opposite levels, you need to dip your hips down and lean into the combo. What that does is it helps you, first of all, not get tossed around like this, right? And secondly, it helps you get your hat back in your gap, okay? As you can see here, he is responsible for this gap. If he leans back into this gap, keeping good football position, that's where it hits, okay? So I'm going to try to speed through this as fast as possible, but you have to realize that the interior linemen also did not do their job on this play. This is a missed assignment by our edge, Van Kinkel. As an edge defender in a read option, especially towards the outside, with a down block from the tackle, you need to stay square and shuffle down the line. That way, you can read open hands or football from the quarterback and be able to make a play on both. He gives it, I'm square, I'm able to collapse then with a Landon Roberts. That's really a Landon Roberts play. okay, because he's responsible for this gap. He's two gapping in an odd front, okay, and then he's supposed to be playing inside of him off of Devon Godshaw. He is outside. He has no responsibility in there. His responsibility is to hold this edge. So if he comes down the line, shuffles, Cam takes the ball, he's now in a better pursuit angle to make this play. But missed assignment, missed technique on Van Kinkel. Let's look at the end zone copy for this one. All right, another interior lineman, okay, not playing his gap. All right. Our nose is in a shade front. He is responsible for this A gap, okay? Off snap, he gets reached by the center, which should never happen. He gets reached by the center, which allows the play side guard to toss him out and get the backer pinned. If he, like I said earlier, sits in a good football position without getting reached, gets 60 off levels of number 69, and then leans back into his gap, that's a no gain. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to speed through this because I got a lot of clips. Same issue here. It's essentially the exact same play. Shade front, gets reached immediately by the center. And I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't even know what this is. Get them off levels, get your hat back in your gap, and make the play. Okay. Same edge issue with the read option. And that's what I saw on this tape. It was a lot of missed assignments. And it was almost like they weren't ready for this read option from Cam Newton. So, like I said earlier, Shaq Lawson. Once the tackle declares a down block, he needs to be square and shuffle down the line. If he shuffles down the line, he will be able to have a better pursuit angle towards this give. And now it's out. And we have no edge of this defense. Everybody's playing inside. Same issue, but now it's the rookie. Raekwon Davis. This is his gap. Okay? At the start of this play, he needs to, with firm hands, violently attack this guard, get them off levels of each other. Don't get on a knee, okay? That's not going to help you. That's not a powerful position, okay? And I understand he's 6'7". He's a huge dude. But you got to get low and you got to lean into this gap. If he's able to lean into this gap, this tackle can't get off the combo. And if he does, Raekwon's in this gap to make the play. But if he's not able to get to the combo and he demands the double team, this tackle never gets to Jerome Baker. Another problem, and I'm going to go to the wide view in this, and this is a sin as a corner. If you are in man coverage as a corner, you are never, ever to run in front of the backers. You run behind the backers. Reason why? Right at the snap, he's running in front of the backers. Now there's a collision between the two Dolphins, and it opens up the gap. Watch Perry run straight into a Landon Roberts and get him out of the gap. And now he's supposed to make a play that he shouldn't even be there for. So Shaq Lawson here does a great job, okay? This is what I was trying to show you guys earlier. As an edge defender against the read option, stay square, shuffle, now you're in a better pursuit angle. The problem with this is that the rookie, again, Raekwon Davis, I don't know what he's doing right here with his knee. He's getting his knee on the ground, and then he's getting jacked up. I mean, stay square, violently fuck up this guard. Excuse my language. Get your hat back in this gap. And that allows this tackle not to come up for Jerome. Okay, Emmanuel Ogbah again. Just watch. Look how high he is. Look at his pad level. If he has a low pad level here, he doesn't get tossed 5 yards down the field. Stay square. Get him on opposite levels. Lean back into your gap, and you make this play. It hits at his gap. This play, no edge defender. And really what should happen here, I'm going to go to the sideline view. It'll be easier. When you get a condensed split by the X receiver, okay, condensed split means that they're closer to the line, right? He's not out here in a normal split, okay? He has a condensed split. What this means for the most time on a run is he's going to crack down, either on the backer or the edge. In this case, this corner should alert crack, to which they will now crack replace. What that means, he cracks Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe now buys this receiver in man coverage, and now Iggy is our outside defender. Well, what happens is they don't crack replace. Eric Rowe gets out leveraged fast by the jet. There's no crack replace, and it's gone. Reality, he should be outside leverage. Iggy should be outside leverage, alerting the crack. The minute he sees his crack, Eric Rowe should buy it. He's outside. It's a dead play. Same issue here with Ogbah. And I got to speed through these clips, but you guys could see he's getting just tossed out of his gap. And that's where it hits. Terrible pad level. No use of hands. That's awful. All right, let's buzz through these two clips real quick that I pulled. So this is first quarter, 3rd and 1. And just like I said, we were misaligned on this play, and I don't know the scheme of it. I do know that Cam Newton is a prevalent threat when it comes to a quarterback sneak. So this is why we have this condensed defensive alignment from our D line. But when it comes to the right side of the line, we are outnumbered. Okay, you put a line down the middle. Okay, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, against basically 1, 2, 3. It's a corner and a D gap, which I hate. 4, and then possibly 5. And then he's not going to be involved as a safety. And so as you can see, it busts for the first down. And I just don't know what we're doing on this right side. There's a huge bubble here that I'm just confused about, and as to why we have a corner in the D gap and like our personnel for this. Here, this is a misalignment from our safety, Brandon Jones, the rookie. So we're obviously in man coverage because the backer comes out with the running back here. As you can see, we're pressed up over here, okay? And now it's what are the safeties doing? You know, this looks like two-man, but in reality, what we're doing is he is responsible for Cam Newton, right? And I get we're trying to disguise a cover 2, but the minute this is snapped and he's our hot-on quarterback guy, he's got to be sprinting down here, okay, right now. Because Cam Newton is a running threat, okay? He gets there, but it is way too late, and I just don't agree with the scheme of it. I get what we're trying to do. It's a little too fancy. We should have probably just had a cover 1 look with him up high, and then he should have started down low and just crept into this position. That's just my opinion. For the red zone, I pulled 4 clips, and it shows the same problems. There's just misalignments. We're outnumbered. We're getting out-leveraged on the edge defenders, and it's just the same problems over and over. So I'm about to show you guys right now. All right, let's get into these clips. All right, we'll start off, and again, it's the same issue with the read option, okay? And now what they did here, and they did it a little different here. So they had Shaq Lawson actually responsible for the dive part of the read, okay, which ended up being Cam Newton. But if Landon Roberts knows that he's the outside edge defender, especially against a read option or an outside zone, okay, he should be, at this moment, busting ass outside. What he does is he hesitates. That little hesitation right here, let a better athlete like James White get outside of you. You rather overrun this. You want to play it inside out, I get that. But you rather overrun it a bit and have all your teammates help you out if he cuts inside. If he cuts inside of you, you have all your teammates run to the play. And now we get out leveraged and he hits the corner on us. Next play. 1st and goal from the 4. Man coverage again. Same concept I talked about earlier with that crack replace. This is a condensed split by this receiver. What this means is we should probably play a little bit outside leverage. And I know they're in man coverage now. Okay, so that's outside leverage and man coverage is not the best idea always. But in this certain situation, you should be alerting, hey, he's probably going to crack here. I have to jump outside of it. You take him. So I'm just going to let this play through. And he gets outside. Easiest touchdown in Cam Newton's career probably. If it works out the way it should be a crack. Noah gets outside to be the replace. Okay. He gets outside this block. And now the next issue. Watch the end zone copy. Landon Roberts again in the red zone. As a Mike backer, you should take 2 buzz steps and read. Now, let's go back. You should read, okay? And by read, I mean sit and see what's happening. Read your keys. Read the offensive line. What he does is he gets his ass in the shit, we call it. He gets his ass in the shit. He gets cut, and now he's out the play. Even if Noah Crack replaced and is outside and set this edge, free reign because of Landon Roberts didn't want to read. He just got into the crap, got cut, easy touchdown. Reality, he should have read, and exploded on this, and now he's inside. Noah's outside of this block. There's nowhere for him to go. Man coverage again. And now we have no edge defender once again. Reason why. Watch this pin and pull by the guard and tackle. Emmanuel Ogbah does a good job shuffling down. First of all, this is terrible footwork. He crosses his feet. He stands straight up. Okay? Reality, you should be in a good football position. You should shuffle 6-inch steps. And when you see this guard pull to you, you now know you are the edge defender in this man coverage scheme that they're doing. And stay outside. And what he does is he gets his hat inside of the pulling guard with no help. There's no one out here. We're in man coverage. It's out the gate. It all starts with him standing straight up and crossing his feet. Terrible footwork. And now he gets out leveraged and it's gone. Third and 6. Same issue on the edge. Okay. We get a crack by this receiver on the edge defender, to which, again, we should alert this. We should be outside leverage as the corner, saying, watch the crack, watch the crack. He cracks down. I bounce outside. There's a puller. I'm outside the puller. And then now my backer can make the play inside. What happens is he gets out leveraged. This is Eric Rowe. He gets out leveraged by this puller, pinned inside. See ya. First down. And our backer still almost makes the play, having to run around everything. That's terrible. That's terrible pre-snap awareness of his alignment. You should know the minute he goes inside hard, I am out. Knowing something's coming to me and I'm outside of it, now my backer can work to the inside. All right, let's get into some of the pass plays and coverage problems that we had. All right, so this play right here, we're in cover 3. For you people who don't know what cover 3 is, all it is our corners got deep third. We have a middle of the field deep safety. Okay, this corner is responsible for that deep third. Okay, and then we have a curl flat defender, a curl flat defender. Okay, and then we have a hook curl defender and a hook curl defender. Okay, so you have 4 underneath and 3 deep. All right, so again, corners deep, good. Xavier Howard's got his third. Okay, we got our middle of the field player here. Now, the reason why Julian is so open is because of a missed assignment by our linebackers. in a zone coverage defense, having two defenders in the same zone is a sin. Okay? And I'll tell you who's wrong. It's a Landon Roberts. Okay? When your hook curl zone is closer to the boundary, you should have a more vertical approach. All right? Jerome is supposed to get to about here on this hash. Landon Roberts has to have a vertical push back into this hook area. Okay? And the reason why that's so important is if you could see where he catches the ball. If Landon Roberts does his job and gets this hook area, watch where he catches the ball. That's where I said he was going to be. Right in the passing lane. Okay? That is a high school mistake. Okay? This is cover 3. It is basic stuff. Missed assignment. We'll go to the next play. Okay. We are in man coverage. And I'm going to blame this one on Xavier Howard. We are in man coverage, and we are sending the house. Okay. Now, when you send a lot of pressure as a defense, the quarterback has to get rid of the ball immediately. Well, the Dolphins on this play decided, again, to send the entire house. So Cam Newton needs to get rid of the ball fast. The number one thing that we teach DBs in man coverage is to have disciplined eyes. And in man coverage, your eyes should be nowhere but your man. As you can see here, Xavier Howard, stop right here. His eyes are at the quarterback. When in reality, his eyes should be towards his man, and he should be exploding towards his man. But he looks at the ball, hesitates. He looks at the quarterback, hesitates, easy throw, damn near first down. If Perry doesn't make an amazing play on this cut, it's a first. He gets out-leveraged by his receiver, and he has terrible eyes. This is a miscommunication between the two safeties. We are in man coverage across the board. Okay? And in the technique that they're playing right now, okay, is they're chaining the back between the two safeties. So, if the running back flares out this way, this safety has him. If the running back flares out this way, this safety should have him. And if you're playing cover 1, he's got deep. Well, in reality, when he motions out, there's a miscommunication between our safeties. And now Bobby McCain thinks he's out here. And now our safety from 20 yards deep has to go cover him. Easy first down. Good tackle. Close to a first. Should have never happened. That's just that's bad communication right there from a secondary. Try to roll through these pretty quickly. All right. So this is on Perry down here. Okay. Again, man coverage. All right. And I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of a technique. When you get looks, these rub looks, these opposite level concepts from the offense, okay, and you have a manned up, if you are not cutting the routes, meaning the safety would take one of these and you would come back, that's a little more complicated. If you are manned up on a receiver and he goes in right now, you're going to use a technique called tailpipe. All that means is you are going to follow that receiver at his level. Look what happens to Perry when he tries to cover him from his level. He gets picked. There's a lot of traffic. If he would have just followed Edelman down here, it would have been a hard play, but that's the only way you can play it. Now Julian scot-free open. First down, Patriots. This is the run-pass conflict I was trying to talk to you about earlier. It's actually between the backers now. And it seems to me like we're in some sort of zone coverage. Okay? And what happens here is that they had such success running the ball that our backers are now flying to their gaps, which they should, but Jerome recognizes pass. And his footwork here is terrible. I'm not sure what he's doing. But if he sees pass, he needs to expand right now to his drop. Landon Roberts should be doing the same. He needs to get back now. Okay, so when a team has a lot of success running the ball, it creates this conflict. But once you recognize pass, he needs to get out right now. Landon Roberts needs to get out right now, and they will be right underneath this route in the passing lane. First down, Patriots. We'll just skip over that one. All right, same problem here. We're in man coverage. Okay, now the Dolphins like to play, especially in their high pressures. All right, you recognize they play their man coverage from an outside leverage. Okay, and Perry gets caught here, first of all, on his heels. Doesn't even look like he's not in a football position. He's not ready to roll. Okay, he's not ready to break on an incoming route. All right, he needs to understand that the ball is going to come out right now, and he has no safety hope. So yes, he's outside leverage, but he should be itching for this receiver to take 1 yard inside, and he's going to drive on it right now because that's the only completion that Cam Newton can throw. And you can't go in, then come back out. No, the pressure's going to get there. All right? There's only one route he can run. It's fucking right now. So the minute he has an inside step, I am driving. But he gets caught looking in the backfield, terrible eyes, not understanding the circumstance. First down, Patriots.